Hello students, welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. My name is Mr. Stanley Ombogo. So I want to believe students that you're doing okay wherever you're watching from. That's how I always start. So in this episode, allow me take you through an area in writing, and that is punctuation. So under punctuation, we are going to look at some of the uses of the colon, the semicolon, and the dashes. So the colon and the semicolon are important punctuation marks, and they are commonly used to connect parts of a sentence that are closely related. And again, if used well, they add variety to our writing. So how about we start by looking at the first, that is the first punctuation mark, that is the colon. So here are some of the uses of the colon, dear students. So the colon, number one, expands on the sentence that precedes it, often introducing a list that demonstrates or elaborates whatever was previously stated. So looking at the example that we have below, that is, there are three things I hate, colon, eating while walking, being late for the lesson, and being abused. So here, whatever is stated before or previously is there are three things I hate. Then there is a colon that is now used to introduce now a list that is elaborating, the three things that that the person hate. So used if it is used the exact way we have in the sample sentence, then it therefore means that we can use them to expand on the sentence that is preceding it. Another use of the colon, yes, students, is that it is also used to divide the hour from the minutes in writing a time in English. So when writing time in English, we normally use the colon to divide the hour from the minutes. So again, if you look at the examples that we have, there is 12:30 p.m. So in between 12 and 30, there is a colon. Again, 11:10 a.m. in between 11 and 10, there is a colon. So just before I move to the next use, there are also other examples that I also gave on that is on the uses of the colon to expand on the sentence that is preceding it, that I did not mention. So they are also there. If you look above the second use, there is the two other examples. That is, she brought various fruits, bananas, mangoes, guavas, and apples. Then again, your problem is one, talking too much. So the two examples we can add to the first that we talked about when talking about the use of a colon to expand on the sentence preceding it. So again, on the second use, you are able to see how we can use the colon to divide or to separate the hour from the minutes. That is only when we are writing time in English. So another thing, dear students, is that we can also use a colon to separate independent clauses. So independent clauses are also referred to as the main clauses. So we can use them to separate independent clauses when the second clause clarifies or explains the first. And here is an example that we have in a sentence. So there is the sentence reads, that is, Oginga Odinga played a key role in Kenyan politics, colon. He agitated for the release of Jomo Kenyatta, participated in the writing of the first independent Kenya's constitution, and became the first vice president. So the first clause or the independent clause that we have in this example, dear students, is Oginga Odinga played a key role in Kenyan politics. Then there are the second clause or the second part that now clarifies or explains the first clause. That is, now He agitated for the release of Jomo Kenyatta, participated in the writing of the first independent Kenya's constitution, and became the first vice president. So another use of the colon is that it can be used to separate two parts of a sentence that compare and contrast to create a balanced and elegant effect. So here is an example also in a sentence. The boy who came in was short and light-skinned, colon. The one who went out was tall and dark. So if you look at that sentence again, there is the contrast that is separated using the what? Using the colon. So we are told that the boy who came in was short and light-skinned. So there is a difference that is introduced using the colon, meaning that the other one who went out was now tall and dark. So lastly, the colon can be used to introduce a long quotation or a speech. So again, here's an example. The Employment Act states, and here is the quotation, wages shall not be paid in a bar or at a place where intoxicating drinks are available for supply. So that is also another use of the colon. So it can also be used to introduce a long quotation or a speech, especially maybe if you're talking about a quotation, maybe a speech from the prominent people, or maybe some of the great scholars that we know. Patrick Lumumba, for example, and many others. So the second punctuation mark that those who like us to look at is the semicolon. So the semicolon is somewhere between a full stop and a comma. Semicolons, dear students, can be used to join phrases and sentences that are thematically linked without having to use a conjunction. If you know about the conjunctions, that is the, the, the words that are used to connect or to join two ideas in a sentence. For example, we have but, so, yet, and so on. There are very many. So there is an example that we have. I did not go out, semicolon. It was raining. I did not go out, semicolon. It was raining. So if we were to use a conjunction to join these two phrases or these two different parts of a sentence, then we can go, that is, we can go by, that is the conjunction because. So I did not go out because it was raining. So when we remove, that is the conjunction because, we can have the semicolon playing the same role in the sentence. There is also another example, Jen is tall, semicolon, Albert is short. So the semicolon here has again taken the function of the conjunctions. So if we were to use a conjunction in the sentence, for example, then we can use the conjunction but. So Jen is tall, but Albert is short. So they cannot be used, we cannot use all of them in a sentence. So if you're to use a conjunction, it means that you don't have to use a semicolon, but if you use a semicolon, then you don't have to use a conjunction. So they are also used to join independent clauses connected by conjunctive adverbs. So conjunctive adverbs, some of the examples of conjunctive adverbs are otherwise and however. So we also have the transitional phrases that we can join using, that is the semicolon, such as a result, consequently. There are a number of transitional phrases. Remember, there are those that show contrast, consequence, effect, and so on. So the examples that we have in sentences, the first one is that don't come late, semicolon, otherwise you will miss the party. Then again, in some schools, classes are small, semicolon. As a result, teachers can give students individual attention. So the two sentences are showing or indicating how the semicolon can be used to join independent clauses that are connected by the conjunctive adverb. So the first sentence talks about the conjunctive adverbs, and the second sentence talks about now the use of the semicolon together with the transitional phrases. So on to the next thing, that is the next punctuation mark, dashes. So dashes can be used to add that is parenthetical statements or comments in much the same way as someone would use brackets. So remember, we can use brackets to give additional information in a sentence. So in the same way, we can also use dashes to do the same. So study the example that we have here. That is, the man dash whose goat was slaughtered dash is back. The man whose goat was slaughtered is back. So if we omit the additional information, that is, whose goat was slaughtered, we are still going to have a sentence that is, or a statement that is complete and expressing a complete thought. And that will be, it would be, the man is back. So the use of the two dashes is to give an additional information of the man who is back. So the man whose goat was slaughtered is back. So we can, replace, we can use brackets the same way. That is, omit the dashes and replace them with the brackets to still mean the same thing. So in formal writing, you should use the bracket rather than the dash, as a dash is considered less formal. So dashes can be used to create another thing, emphasis in a sentence. So when they are used in sentences to create emphasis, this is when they, give extra detail or extra information again about whatever has been talked about in a sentence. So there are a number of examples here again. Boys can be so sweet, dash, when they want to be. And another one is that he might emerge the winner, dash, you can't tell. Then another sentence that we have is that she might come to the party, dash, you never know. The last use, dear students, is that we can also use dashes to clarify an idea. That is, to give clarification of an idea. An example here in sentence is, you have two options: to shut up or to put your hand, or to put up your hand. I repeat, you have two options: to shut up or to put up your hand. So the bit that is in the other part of the sentence that is introduced and now using the dash is just a clarification. That is, it talks about the two options, or it clarifies or points out at the two options that are there. So, dear students, that brings us to a close of the session. Thank you for staying tuned till the end. And remember to always keep it easy, Elimu. Until next time, bye.